Yes. So when we started this program, like how we involved in this program, in Dharwad, we have Dr. Rajan Deshpande. He works and he's a practitioner, pediatric practitioner in his child academy. So he thought that to have this program in Dharwad. So like he started with the 40 children with the medical intervention, nutrition intervention and screening. So he worked with those children around 6 months, and he could able to graduate some children to normal. There are around 30 children. So then he presented to district administration when we had DC Samir Shukla in the year of 2012 and 13. Then he presented to DC district administration. Then the district administration quite impressively looked at this thing, and they thought that why can't we to scale up this program in entire Dharwad district, because it is one of the major even cause where we see in the entire world. Then he the district administration, Dr. Rajan Deshpande Child Academy, then the Dharwad Agriculture University and District Women and Child Welfare Department, they all had a meeting, and they all invited Mr. Naveen Jha, CEO of Deshpande Foundation, and they have explained and they requested us to take it forward, this program, to scale up to again make it entire Dharwad district as a malnourished free district. Then Tata Marco Polo also joined in that as a funding partner. They also said that like they are also ready to support financially for this program. Then we started this program. Before starting this program, we also undergone various training, and we had a lot of up and down to understand these stuffs. Then our entire around 10 plus team had various capacity building to understand what is malnourished, what WHO parametrics are, then what UNESCO says, what UNICEF says about this malnourished, and what are the real statistics and the reasons of the malnourished and malnutrition in the Dharwad and Karnataka state. Then we had invited various doctors to train our team. We had Dr. Virendra sir, like he's a practitioner from Vatsalya Hospital. Then we had we have Denison from Boston. He's a World Health, I think he's a WHO worked person who had minimum 20-year experience in designing malnutrition programs and designing a lot of intervention to convert these all SAM children to normal. And we had Dr. Anand, who works for UNICEF, and it's all three people, and Dr. Rajan Deshpande, then Dr. Ramabai, who is a dietist specialist and who had around 30-year experience. They all come and they have trained our team. Then we could able to understand WHO parametrics and other thing. Then we thought that to first have a pilot study. We have chosen 250 children in Hubli, Dharwad area and Navalgund area. We worked around 6 months with them. We provided the ladu, which includes around 5 to 6 greens that designed by Agriculture University Dharwad and made by Akshay Patra Dharwad. So that we started distributing those all children in the first phase. Then laterly we distributed this all ladus in the villages to house. Then we'll come to know that like the ladu self life is only the 1 week. We have taken almost 1 week time itself to distribute. Then all the ladus started smelling a lot. Then we had a very tough time to again convince all parents and the children and the community that what went wrong and where it went wrong. So then we realized that and had a lot of investigation, and we stopped food and understand that all the process. Then we had again various R&D, research and development on this thing, and laterly like this Dr. Denison and Anand, they both were suggested to go with this easy peanut paste made by Compact India Private Limited Delhi based at Gurgaon. This is a RUTF, we call it like RUTF. It is ready to use therapeutical food. It need not to add anything. It can be feed directly to the children. So that they have recommended, and locally available dry banana, because 90% of the children likes dry banana. because everybody likes this kurkure chips. So this dry banana, like we made it in a design itself, looks like a chips and the kurkure. That then we make it a alternate food for that. Then literally we also added spirulina to again make it like a very rapid gain in children. That even helped us to again work with this. So literally we come to know that like finally we had a good design of the all intervention of having various tough time and even low time. Then we designed like now wherever we go, the simple process we have is we start with a survey, then we do screening, we do survey, then in the survey we go house by house, we understand that thing and we collect the data with the help of technology. We collect parametric data, we collect economic data, we collect medical data, we collect nutritional data, we collect basic contact details and basic information, age proof, birth proof and photo proof. Once we collected that, like we come back again, we had one more software to do analysis and give some inputs to make it a complete report, analytical report. That is a KPI that helps us to again get the in detail data. There we divide with medical intervention and without medical intervention. This with medical intervention, we support these all children to go to the hospital. We recommend them and we refer them to the local PHC and UHC, CHC and Taluka hospital and district hospitals, and we keep on track them for the follow-up, the treatment. At least they stay there 1 month, 2 months, at least in a week, like based on the requirement of the child and description of the doctor. Then this without medical intervention that needs rigorous community intervention, that also requires a bit more nutritional requirement. Say that like child requires per day according to WHO 1000 to 1500 calories. In that, like based on that calorie, we thought that again they are getting calories from the like provided by government, again from the house, that I think there some more lacking around 500 to 600 calorie. For that, like we introduced this easy peanut paste for the 45 days with dry banana. Then again 15 days we stop to just understand whether child is remaining the weight or the child is losing or gaining the weight. Just this is to understand that like after the providing supplementary, whether child could able to remain the weight or not. Then we provide spirulina that will even help them to again track the this anemia, and that will help children to gain the weight early because it has a lot of protein component in spirulina. So this then second nutritional intervention, it's all like with this we also start counseling. We even sit with their house and parents and the guardians and the helper, and we understand all the basic stuffs. Based on that, like we also do various activities with them. Then we have a sanitation intervention. The sanitation intervention, whole idea of this is to just like, because majorly in the village, in the urban area, they do have all basic requirement. They have enough food, they have enough equipment, they have enough money to feed these fruits and other stuffs, the majority of those. But the major problem is we see is hygiene, personal hygiene and the hygiene and the house hygiene and the area hygiene, that we see even various like some activities are not at all practiced. So then we started in the sanitation intervention, we do nail cutting activities where every week we mobilize individually, also we do even group also. That will helping students and even parents to understand that like why do cut nail and what is the importance of that, like why it is very important and how it will be playing major role in gaining the weight. Then we had hand washing, and the hand washing we teach them the hand washing protocols and how we need to make this hand washing practices. Then we make it them to have these all practices. Then with that even we have some competitive activities and cultural activities to again engage these children and engage these parents to again implement our program. Then we had education training and the meeting. So this will help all parents and other thing and kishoris to sensitize them on best feeding practices, and supplementary foods and complementary foods. Then we have balanced food, like it, because if the child likes only rice, everybody would love to only feed the rice for that longer period of 1 year, 2 year, 3 year. So we ask them to feed with a component of even the whatever locally available fruits, seasonality available fruits, and in like whatever the available in the house, basic even chapati, roti, and other stuffs that will help that child. We will ask them to make it that balanced food. There also we also ask them to be far away or stop this feeding junk foods and other stuffs. Then we have a rigorous follow-up that we collect the data. When we started, we collect data once in a week to understand the scenario. Then after 6 months, we started collecting once in a 15 days. Now we are collecting once in a month. Like specifically, we collect weight, height, and MUC. In that, majorly two parametrics are very important to understand that where we can see the change. One is the weight. We can see some changes in a month, and even MUC, mid upper arm circumference. There you can see the change. Then with the help of technology, we track the children, we track the parents, whether the impact and food reached status and other stuffs.